Hi, this is Gaze Planet, the podcast where two boyfriends kiki about all things K-pop. I'm Miles.
I'm Andy.
Why you mad? This is back to the format you know and love, where we are going to gay watch something. We're going to go to Comeback Corner and talk about a few songs from this month. A few that I think might have been under the radar, but are SOTYs, and then
SOTMs.
maybe it's so easy to say SOTY in January. And then we're going to do a closing question, a fun one, and then we out. So let's go. Ooh, Andy, do you want to intro the segment?
No, I'm here under duress.
We watched Universe League. I think we talked about it on an earlier episode, but the show has concluded. We watched the finale last weekend, so we're fresh off the back of our new favorite boy band, A-Hope.
All.
Say it with me.
Wait.
All time.
Wait, where's the T?
It's not in the acronym. It's like a little all-time Hall of Famers, but the T is silent.
Oh.
People are skewering the name of this new group.
They haven't lived through L's Up.
I know. I'm like, they don't even know the L's Up.
We've seen War.
This group their name is spelled capital A-H-O-F, so people are making fun of it. But in Korean, it is spelled A-Hope, which is the Korean word for 9. So I do think, like, in Korean, they're just called 9, and I think that's cool. There's 9 of them. No one's done that. And I always it's rare when groups have Korean names these days. So I think it's cool to call them A-Hope. I think they should have just spelled it A-H-O-P-E, like A-Hope in English, and just not tried to acronym this all-time Hall of Famers thing. I think that was the mistake. So Universe League did a lot of things differently, I think mostly to its benefit, but I just want to go over the format, like the really high view of the format of the show, now that we've seen the whole thing.
I'm just like, this is like when you watch a show you're very used to, and then the format is suddenly switched up, which everyone has been wanting for years, and then it's switched up, and then at the end of it, you're like, I don't know, maybe we should go back to the old formula.
Yeah. So the format was, there were 3 teams, Beat, Groove, and Rhythm. They were led by directors, like celebrity directors, the whole time. Every performance on the show was 7 people. The entire show.
We never saw a woman.
Oh my God, until the finale when their moms were there. These 3 groups, Rhythm, Beat, and Groove, each had a starting lineup of 7 and a bench of 7. Those got whittled down a little bit, but eliminations really weren't important in the show. And then after every round, the winning team would get to trade and essentially poach players from a losing team. If Rhythm won, they would get to give Beat a shitty player and take Beats a really good player. So it was basically if you lost the first round of the show, you just got kicked while you were down the whole show, which is what happened to the Beat team.
You're saying the same people work with the same people. So you're basically saying 3 mini boy bands competing instead of getting them mixed together and being like, oh, those 2 are great. I would love those 2 to be the rappers.
Yeah, where Boys Planet, it's they all go back into a big pool and then they pick parts for the next. This is they're set with the 3. Yeah, and the storylines are more about the team. Woongi was the star of Team Beat. They could have given storylines to anybody on Beat, but I think he almost became shorthand for the whole team. So yeah, I guess, you're not really following individuals, you're following teams. Yeah. And almost, I feel the heart of the show is Changsup from BTOB. That, to me, is the through line of the whole show, is Changsup working with Groove, teaching them how to sing, taking them to his private vocal music studio.
Extremely good ad for his music studio.
Oh, yeah. You guys, go to his music studio. But I feel that, to me, that was the heart of the show, was his relationship with Groove. And him winning, he won, he was strategic, we're Beat, it's just they're beaten down. And Rhythm, it's you could tell that...
Yeah, Beat was for beaten down.
I know. You could tell the Ten and Yang, who are from NCT, they were obviously, had a busy schedule, and they were there when they could. But that's where I think the show let me down in the finale. In the final episode, the team that gets the most points, all 7 of them will debut. Groove, by the end, I was Changsup has really polished and picked his perfect Groove lineup. And when they were performing on the finale, I was this makes so much sense to me. I'm those are your 2 rappers that are different from each other. That's your vocal line.
They had already gone into pairs to do perfect pair parts where you're just you can see it. You can see it in this, you can see it in 5 years.
And then I was take Groove, throw in Woongi, and you would throw in JL from Rhythm, and that group is incredible. But Rhythm wins, and it's kind of felt like the wrong choice.
Because Groove was winning challenges where audience is watching. Rhythm won, people on the internet voting. And Beat was there to bring them water and give them sweat towels, etc. For the long-term popularity of the group, probably good that Rhythm won. For people that actually care about music and singing and don't care that much about the boys, Groove should have won.
Yeah. Except I also liked the boys on Groove better than the boys on Rhythm. This show also had an incredible amount of original songs. They had, including the theme song, they had 16 original songs. Like every round after auditions and the first round, every round after that was originals. Did any songs stick out to you?
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia, had like a fever. I'm the reason I need double sungan.
I do like Prison.
Yeah, I like those. I like Only You. I liked Universe from the last episode, but I really liked Dreaming from the last episode. It's like the Fake It. It's the Island 2 Fake It of this show. We had to watch these like rips on YouTube where the sound quality was like too bass heavy, and I was like, I'm squinting through this, but I think that the song is amazing.
Yeah, we had to turn the bass down on our television so that we didn't annoy our downstairs neighbor because it was like shaking our home.
Like Schweibo would speak and it would be like, so shout out to Ahope. I think their name's cool. I mean, it ended up, I think I like 5 of them and I don't care about 4 of them, so that's not bad.
I actively dislike 2 of them and I really like 3 of them.
Would you recommend watching this show?
If you like boy groups.
If you want to watch a boy show, this is kind of the boy show.
I mean, these Universe shows are just so much better.
Yeah, I would recommend too. It's on YouTube. Okay, on to the next. Andy, what's that behind you? It's Comeback Corner. Okay, we are back in Comeback Corner.
I'm actually in a corner.
Baby's in a corner. I thought January was going to give us nothing, but it really kind of a lot has been released. So there's stuff that we don't even have time to talk about. So I've started their comeback era, I guess we'll call it. I really feel like K-pop is moving to almost like a Western system where it almost feels like they're releasing singles now and then they drop the album. Because Zero Base 1 released Dr. Doctor and then the album comes out in February. So I kind of like that they've come to our way because then we just get more videos.
That's all we wanted.
That's all I wanted.
Literally all we
I always thought it was weird, like back in the day, K-pop would just release like a video and that would be the entire album cycle. And I was like, but what about those other songs? So I released Rebel Heart.
It needed like 15 minutes more in the toaster oven.
Yeah, it's like a 8.25.
No,
it's good.
based on 11?
Like I like it.
On a scale
based
of
on a scale of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's a mysterious 8.
I don't think I would ever skip it. Like definitely, I like it. I would never skip it. To me, it feels like last year they were like, let's experiment with
Hey Ya and Ascendo.
Yeah, which I cannot even remember those songs.
Give them a break. They were on a world tour.
Yeah. This seems like they're like, let's go back to the well of I Am and like reset back to that sound a little bit just to maybe ground ourselves for something new. I don't know. It feels like they were like, let's be a little safe with this one. Like this could be on the same
better.
This could be on the same album as
not as experimental.
Yeah, this could be on the same album as I Am. I think as a fan, I'm like, ooh, okay, I like this, but now I am ready for something new, but not the hey ya shit. Like something. I want an evolution of this sound.
You want Rebel Heart Part 2, or you want something between I Am and Rebel Heart?
No, I want like, if I Am and Rebel Heart are like chapter 1, I want chapter 2. Mm-hmm. But I think Hey Ya and Baddie and Ascendo were like, is this chapter 2? And I'm like, no.
I will think what happened to ITZY is going to happen to IVE, where they have a string of, and they start with a bang.
Why are you dooming them?
No, they have it in them, and they just are going to be held to a higher standard.
No, because they had like such a strong like trilogy, like ITZY.
Yeah. I mean, if High Key came out with Rebel Heart, we would be like, great song, amazing, so good for High Key. But IVE releasing it, you're like, give me like a little more.
Yeah, we know, because we know you have it in you kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is how I think IVE can do it. I think, let's go to their grandmother group, Sistar. Same label. I think a way to do the change up where like so far every IVE song has been up, right? Has been like high energy. Every IVE song has been high energy. And I think like what Sistar did was they were like, we are sexy, sexy queens. They kind of became sexy summer queens. And then they were like, let's release Alone, which is us being sad in Las Vegas. Like they just switched the emotion. And then they can always come back and do the sexy summer thing. But then now they have a second mode they can do, which is like sad. And they did a few more songs like that. Like, I think IVE should just switch the emotion. Like, it's just been high energy the whole time. And I'm like, can they be sad? Can they do angry? Can they do lovesick?
I was not going to say lovesick. What's the one you karaoke sometimes?
As If It's Your Last?
As If It's Your Last, which has like a little bit of a melancholic. Give us a little melancholy.
Yeah.
You can't be baddies and rebels in your heart.
If you're tightly controlled by a K-pop system and you weigh 95 pounds.
Yeah, if you're the it girl who is just known for her.
Yeah, your song should be called like I'm Popular, You're Ugly. Like those are what your songs should be called. You're Fat. Like,
yeah, like,
our new single, You're Fat.
I mean, it just goes back to what we've said before, where it's like, whoever is picking these songs, give them a raise. But like, these girls are not fully selling it.
Itzy could do Rebels in Your Heart.
Itzy could do Baddies.
Oh my god, Itzy would be so good if they did Baddie. I'm just imagining Chaeyoung saying, catch me if you can, and all she has to do is like cock her head to one side, or Yujin just like cock her head to one side.
And walk to the back.
And I'm fully believing it.
Oh yeah. But Wonyoung is just like, big bright eyes, big smile. Catch me if you can, and smile. Ding. Like crazed orange juice commercial. Ding. Okay, back to...
But just speaking of melancholy, BB Girls, formerly Brave Girls, had a whole change up. Brave Girls, like 2 years ago, left Brave Entertainment, became BB Girls because they couldn't keep the name. And also, it's smart because you don't want to link yourself to Brave Entertainment and be Brave Girls. They have since left Sony Music or Warner Music Korea.
They only had a 1-year contract.
Yeah, that contract ended. Squirtle left. Guys, I'll never know her real name, but there's a member that looked like Squirtle. She was like the variety queen of the group. She left, so now they're a trio, and they said they were going to be self-managed, like self-do their own label, but then they joined High Key's label. I like it. I like that they're like housed somewhere, and I want them to be supported because we've seen them live and we know how good this group is. And I also think a trio is always like such a dangerous place to be, especially in K-pop, which never has many trios.
So their song Love Too. If city pop is supposed to be you're driving around the city at night, this was like you're driving around the city and the sun is about to set. It's like relaxed, loungy, but it's a little more upbeat. It's a little more hopeful.
Yeah, it's like happy sad, which I like.
Oh, it's so good. It has such good...
It's
just like feeling to it.
Yeah, I think that the song, when I heard it, I was like, this song is gorgeous. Like, and it's by Sweet Tune. If you were in K-pop for like the second to third generation, Sweet Tune used to be everywhere. They were like Kara, Infinite, Boyfriend. They were just the architect of a lot of group sound. And they do this like 1980s sound, but with lots of details and stacked vocals, like lots of harmonies. So I was like, yes, Brave Girls. It's perfect for you. Because Brave Girls already has songs like We Ride and After We Ride, which in Korean is called Hangover. Like they have songs in this vein. So the video is made on like a $1,000 budget, but looks great.
Shoestring budget. We actually see the shoestrings in the video.
Oh yeah, that's true. They're speaking through like tin cans with strings. I don't know. I was very happy about this. I was like, this could be like a song of the year in a year's time. It's too short, but that's okay.
Maybe we'll get
I'm trying to get used to this. Yeah, it ends right before it should, but
it's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm. They look great. Oh yeah, Andy, you were like, the plastic surgery is settling.
Oh yeah, they look good.
Yeah. We're in our 30s. Anytime we can root for fellow 30-year-olds that
in this industry where we're like putting fetuses in Chanel.
Yeah, oh my god. Meow. Meow. Highly recommend. Okay, and then quick shout out to Six. This is a boy band that I am fond of. Like, I've never followed. I can't tell you the names of the members. They just lost a member as well. So now they're down to 4. They had this song called Cinema. which is still my favorite song by them. And that song is amazing and I can like loop it forever. And now they're here with this song called Thunder, which feels like a return to where K-pop used to be. It's like 3 minutes and a half and it has like full verse, chorus, rap, chorus, bridge, instrumental breakdown that sounds like Daft Punk, a cappella outro. Like it's like
Intermission.
Yeah, I got popcorn. But it throws it all in and it's like moving the whole time.
Feeling it deep inside of me. Your love is like electricity. It's shocking the way you're bringing me to life. 너를 스친 예감이 거세게 내 몰린 감정이 날 집어삼켜 보고 오는 덮쳐 When I feel the thunder.
That could also be an SOTY for me.
These are big claims.
I know it's January, but this is 1 out of, 12 months, so.
And nothing's in December.
Yeah. So. The other stuff, I think next time we can talk about like Jenny and Zero Base One because they're kind of doing like a pre-release cycle.
They're on a cycle.
On steroids? Math huge? What? Matthew's my bias in Zero Base One.
No, he looks
He's my
like
zero
a
bias
lesbian
one.
mom.
No, he doesn't.
No, he looks like a cool lesbian art teacher.
Yeah.
And then they put him in like earrings, and I'm like, we are really doing the lesbian, like down boots.
I like that he was like the Justin Bieber Canada cutie, and then they were like, wait, he's gonna be the hottie. Now we're having him rap in Dr. Doctor, and I'm like, more, like, what else can he do?
Next topic.
Okay, let's go to the closing question. The closing question today in the Spirit of Universe League is, what would your survival show be? Now that we've watched so many of these, I think we can build one.
Okay. I'm going to build off Universe League. There's going to be 3 captains. It's not team-based.
Are we making a girl group?
Obviously. A producer. They already said guardians, directors,
Masterminds.
Yeah, well, okay, we'll say that 3 teams, 21 girls, 2 coaches on each team. They pick a girl group of 7. Then they perform something. Then next week, the producers pick another team of 7, but they can't pick someone that was just on their team. So the girls are constantly being shuffled.
Mm.
And then, like, I don't know, episode 4, we cut to 14 girls, and it's like 5-5, and...
Or we just cut 2 masterminds.
But I just think Universe League would have been so much better if there was shuffling.
Yeah, beyond just the trading, like the 2 at a time trading.
But it was really cool to see an idol with a producer, so I want a team. Does this make sense?
I'd watch it. And it's called... Oh my god, wait. Please go back to the era where everything was like dolls. You don't like that? Because I'm like, we're too spaced, so I'm like, how do you go to like the doll shop? Dollhouse.
TBD, what they're called.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
Okay, and Miles?
Okay, my show is called Solo, and we are making a solo star.
Like, are you taking an exit, like Cherry Bullet?
No, it's all trainees.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was like, are we taking Cherry Bullet and saying who's the best?
I mean, I wish
A group
should sidebar. A group should do that where weekly's like we're gonna launch one of you as solo, and we're pitting you against.
We're gonna launch, and the show's called Mondays, and it airs on Mondays.
Who wants it? No, that would destroy a group. But this is all trainees. It's called Solo. They're competing to go solo. It's like being whittled down. I think there's guys and girls because it's like, well, at that point, why not? Mm-hmm. And then the twist at the very end is that it's actually not that, and they put them into a group. Face crack.
Yeah, my jaw's on the floor of this made-up show.
Because I feel like the best groups are when you feel like it's like a Drag Race All-Stars lineup and you're like, wow, everyone is a star. Like, that's what I would try to build. And then when you get the group, you're like, holy shit, they have this one, that one, and him. And they've never worked together. So I think we would have a longer pre-debut period to like bond them and train them. Oh,
and my show would end in January and it would say, see you September 1st. So it's just like, fans, don't expect, we're not coming back in 2 months.
Put it on your calendar.
See you September 1st. Black screen.
Okay, well, I'm excited. I want these shows to be real, and I'm flying to Korea now. This was Gaze Planet. You can follow us on Instagram at Gaze Planet Pod. Okay, Annie, what are we ending on today?
Season of Memories by Girlfriend. It is a carbon copy of another song.
There's like an anime song that it's like the same song.
I'm afraid to listen to the original song to have the luster taken off the G-Friend.
No, I don't think it will take it off because it is just a clone, but I still think the G-Friend, it was a good, like, let's all have memories of the group together. I think the comeback was done well.
And let's have memories of the song that has been stolen.
Bye!
Ciao.
Bye, boy.
Yes.
전부 사라질 것 같이 믿기지 않아서